There is a new word in the world of pharmacy. It's called pharmacovigilance. I'm not quite sure what it means, but with me I have Sten Olsson, who's a programmer from WHO and based in Uppsala, Sweden, where he comes from, and I'm hoping he's going to tell me the answer.
Well, I wouldn't agree that pharmacovigilance is such a new word, because we, in the profession, we have been using it for more or less 20 years.
Yeah.
We've adopted it from the French, who have always been using it.
And what does it really come to?
Well, WHO defined what WHO means in 2002 in a publication called The Importance of Pharmacovigilance. And they are saying that it is the activities and the science and the practice of collecting information about adverse drug reactions, but not all, and to learn from those reports, yes, and to prevent adverse reactions, but not only adverse reactions, but also all other drug-related problems.
I see. Now, how does this work as far as adherence is concerned? Adherence, the modern way of looking at the way people take medicines or don't take medicines?
Well, within WHO definition, talking about not only adverse reactions, but also other problems, it also includes irrational use of medicines, right, and medication errors.
Right.
And if you go through the various reasons for medication errors, yeah, there are professional factors, there are product-related factors, yes, but also patient-related factors. And that's where we are considering lack of adherence as a factor that can cause harm to patients.
Does this mean then that pharmacovigilance is in fact going to help and improve adherence?
I'm convinced that it can do that. We haven't considered it so far very much because we don't get much data in the adverse reaction reports about patient adherence. Doctors don't hear about it, and nurses don't get it, or pharmacists either. So I think it's when we now are in the process of really asking patients directly, yeah, asking them themselves about their experiences with medicines, that's when we could ask questions about adherence. And I think they're likely to tell us.
Now, this is a point I was going to make. This is a voluntary thing on behalf of the patient.
Yes.
There are patients who will not want to do that.
I'm sure.
Now, surely the pharmacist must play an important part in this.
Yes, I think pharmacists and all healthcare professionals are very important in trying to listen to patients, yes, and to be part of a dialogue. Pharmacovigilance, yes, is dialogue. Right. And only if we listen and give time to our patients can we ask those questions. Did you really take your medicines? And they will tell us only if they have confidence in you.
Right. Now, what about the question of the privacy and confidentiality of patients' treatments with drugs? Some don't like to talk about it.
No, I think you have to respect that. If patients don't want to talk about it, we shouldn't violate that, and then we cannot share it.
You'd respect that?
Definitely. And I think, again, coming back to trust. Yeah. Only if you trust people's feeling of privacy, yes, and yeah, then you can get more and more information from them.
Right. Now, how universal is pharmacovigilance as such? Is it worldwide or is it localized?
Well, the whole process of pharmacovigilance in a global sense started in 1968 when WHO set up their global program with 10 countries involved. Now we have 153 countries from all over the globe taking part in the WHO program. So it is really an expanding profession and a science.
Right.
And
what I was going to ask is how involved do individual countries become? Is it through governments or NGOs or how?
That's right. The WHO process requires that each country has a national pharmacovigilance centre.
Right.
So that's on the governmental level. And then each country can choose how they want to organize it. and most countries have the national centre situated and affiliated to the drug regulatory authority. But there are other solutions as well.
Well, it looks as if we've got a future for the drug scene in taking more care about it. Pharmacovigilance. Talking to me, Sten Olsson from WHO, based in Uppsala, Sweden.